What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Stats with Evan, and today we're going to preview this 3-game series between my Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. Let's get it popping. The Nationals come into this week at 37-40. The Marlins are 30-46. Washington is 3rd in the NL East. Miami is 5th. There is a 6.5 game difference between the two. The Nats are 19-17 in division play. The Fish are 12-22. And this past weekend, the Nationals lost 2 out of 3 against the Braves. The Marlins swept a 3-game series in Philadelphia. Now here's what you need to know about the two teams in this series. This is the 3rd of 6 head-to-head series between the Nationals and the Marlins. Washington leads the season series 4-3. They're outscoring the Marlins in the series by a count of 38-31. Last time these two met, the Nationals took 3 out of 4 from the Marlins in DC, May 24th through the 27th. Last time they met in Miami, though, the Fish came out on top, beating the Nats 2 out of 3 in Miami on April 19th through the 21st. The Nationals are coming off their first series loss in a month, and the Marlins have gone back-to-back series without losing one after they split a 4-game series in St. Louis and then swept a 3-game set in Philadelphia. The Marlins had a pretty good road trip. So today, the Nationals are sending out their ace, the big dog, and the dude on the back of this jersey, my boy Max Scherzer. Scherzer is 6-5 with a 2.62 ERA, and the day before his last start, he broke his nose trying to bunt in batting practice. However, knowing the competitor Scherzer is, he still decided to pitch the game tomorrow night, the following night, and the rest is baseball history.
Cold third strike, he got him with the slider. Bang, fastball in there, strikeout number 2.
Long set, the kick and pitch. Swing and a miss, 97 elevated fastball. Kingery, see you later. The 3-2 from Max. Swing and a miss, 98 on a fastball up and in, and down goes Miller.
He struck him out on a foul tip. Number 9. Slider to strike him out. 10 on the night. 88th time with 10 strikeouts. We are seeing unbelievable things at the ballpark tonight. Legend.
Scherzer's final line from that game reads as follows: 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 10, and got the dub as the Nats shut out the Phillies 2-0. Now the Marlins are going to counter with Trevor Richards. Richards is 3-7 with a 3.54 ERA. In his last start, he went 5 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 8, but he got the no decision as the Marlins lost 2-1 in 11 innings in St. Louis. Wednesday, the Nationals are sending out Patrick Corbin. Corbin is 6-5 with a 3.90 ERA. In his last start, he went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, struck out 8, and got a badly needed win as the Nationals beat the Phillies 6-2. Oh, and the last time he played the Marlins, this happened.
30 okay?
Strike 3 call. That's number 5. Rendon's got it. It's a shutout for Patrick Corbin. His 5th career complete game. Last time he had a shutout, April 17th last year for the D-backs at San Francisco.
Miami will counter with Zach Gallen. Gallen has no record, but he does have a 1.80 ERA. In his last start, he went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, walked 2, struck out 6, and he got a no decision as the Marlins beat St. Louis 7-6 in 11 innings. In the series finale on Thursday, the Nationals are sending out Steven Strasburg. Strasburg is 8-4 with a 3.79 ERA. In his last start, he went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 5, and he went home with the dubs. The Nats beat the Braves 4-3 in a game that ended a little something like this.
Swings and hits one in the air to shallow right center. Out goes Dozier, in comes Robles into a slide. He makes the catch! He makes the catch and holds on! And a curly W's in the books! Victor Robles with a sliding catch in shallow right center field. And the Nationals with wonders.
To counter, the Marlins are sending out Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara is 4-6 with a 3.51 ERA. His last start was nothing short of spectacular. 7 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits but just 1 run, walked 4, struck out 6, and he got the W as the Marlins beat Philadelphia 2-1. Now here's how the Nationals can win this series. The opponent and the venue may not suggest it, but this is a huge series for the Nationals. They're coming off a strong homestand in which they put themselves within striking range of the 500 mark. They're only 3 games under 500 now, and a wild card spot which they're only 3.5 back of. This series is also a good chance for the Nats to restabilize their starting rotation after the rain just threw everything off whack in the Phillies series. Washington sends their top 3 pitchers at the Marlins this week, so it stands to reason that the Nats can win in the series if Scherzer, Corbin, and Strasburg do their thing and get it to the winning combination that the Nationals have found in their bullpen, the combination of Tanner Rainey, Wander Suero, and Sean Doolittle. Before anybody says, oh, but that's not a winning combination, blah, 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 blah. Actually, if you do your research like I did, you would find that the Nats are 6-2 when Rainey, Suero, and Doolittle all pitch in the same game, and one of those losses was in extra innings. So they've proven that they can get the job done. Anyway, the Nationals above all can win this series if they focus and play sound baseball. So that's how the Nats can win this series, but now let's look at how the Marlins can win. Okay, the fact that I even put this in here says that I'm not just another biased fanboy with trash takes. So I don't want to hear it, okay? Anyway, this has Trap Series written all over it. The Nats just got done with an emotional week of baseball with rivalry series against the Phillies and the Braves, in which time they went a combined 4-2, and now they face one of the worst teams in the National League in the Miami Marlins. Under these circumstances, it can be very easy for a team to chalk a game, or in this case a series, down as an automatic win and lose focus. If the Nationals do this, the Marlins can take this opportunity to pester the Nats into several forced and unforced errors and send Washington out of South Beach on a sour note once again. And if the Marlins do anything well, one thing they do well is be a pest, a real thorn in your side. Just ask the Mets, ask the Phillies, ask the Braves. The Marlins do everything in their power to annoy you for 3-4 games whenever they're in the other dugout. Anyway, add on to this, the Marlins have 8 pitchers on their staff with ERAs below 3 in the month of June. That is ridiculous, and the Nats may be in hot water this week. So here's my thoughts on this series. This series all boils down to one very important word: focus. If the Nats can remain focused on the team they're playing instead of the Phillies and the Braves, none of whom they're playing, and if they play the same baseball that guided them to a 14-6 record in the month of June, they win this series. If not, the Marlins win. It's really that simple. Few people are willing to admit this, seeing as how both clubs are below 500 for the season, but the Nationals and the Marlins pitching staffs have proven to be rather reliable this month, especially in the bullpen. And when it comes to the Nats bullpen, funny thing here, guess who has the lowest ERA for the month of June on the Nats pitching staff? Starters or bullpen? I'll give you a minute to guess. In the meantime, I'm going to return some texts. Bradley Beal himself said he won't be traded. Yeah, that was Bleacher Report. That was a notification I just got. Damn, my phone's dry. Did y'all guess yet? I'm gonna assume y'all did. Now, a lot of y'all probably guessed Max Scherzer, right? Well, you'd be wrong. The correct answer is Javi Guerra. He has an ERA of 0.77 in the month of June, and he comes out of the bullpen. As a matter of fact, 4 of the 5 lowest ERAs on the Nats staff in the month of June belong to the bullpen. There's Javi Guerra, there's Tony Sipp, Wander Suero, and Sean Doolittle. Now, the Marlins are coming in hot. They're on a 4-game win streak, but the Nats have already seen them hotter. Last time these two played, the Fish came in on a 6-game win streak, and the Nats hit them all over the ballpark, beating them 3 out of 4. And now, when you take that, and you add in that Washington probably remembers their last visit to South Florida, and they understand the magnitude of this series, I'm going to go ahead and say the Nats sweep this. So what do y'all think? Who's taking this series? Is it the Nationals or the Marlins? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'm Stats with Evan, and I hope you have a 100% day. See y'all later.